This is a very pretty ground cover. It looks, I don't know what it is, but it's just the same plant, I think, in various variations of color. I think that's the town of Aries. Just thought this was a pretty afternoon, like almost a Van Gogh type of picture. So I've arrived here on a day when they're having a fiesta. And I'll walk through here. Then I'm going to go bake my potato. I just bought some butter at my lovely albergue. And then at 4:30 we go up to the Atapuerca Museum and Archaeological Site. Here, just like our little fair in Jackson, are different products that people have either made or have an affection for or think they can make some money selling. Or eating. And I'm just going to walk a little ways into town further to the cathedral, or the church I should call it more correctly, and see if I can locate where it is that we get the bus for the archaeological site at 4:30. I'm guessing that the cantina that I'm after is actually the one I passed in the square where all the activity is, but this was a good excuse to come up and look at. This is one of several circle monuments that you see along the trail that people add to. This is Plaza Major in Burgos. I continue to have my bad cold with great congestion. It may have turned the corner yesterday. This is down about a few blocks from my albergue, but to stay here an extra night in Burgos I have to get a hostel, something different than an albergue, which is designed solely for one-night stays. So looking at this map, if you see in the upper left-hand corner, the orange building, that's my albergue. I came down the little street right to the left of it, Cardinal Segura, and I'm right now in the middle of Plaza Major. I'll go from Plaza Major, I'll actually go clockwise around to the right side of the eye, if you will, and then follow down to this Plaza de Libertad, and then go up that street right there, Puebla, looks like, I can't read it from here, Puebla, and look at that hostel, and then also go over here, which is Ley, which is, or Lar, which is where my bag is. This may be Plaza Libertad, Liberty. I've just come from that direction. I'm going to search out a hostel for tomorrow night. But I love those wood balconies up there. They unfortunately deteriorate fast. This is a pretty building. I have no idea what it is. Pretty just from the graffiti on the outside. No water coming out of the fountains for some reason. Here, a lovely restaurant. San Lemos Church. My hostel's right to the right here. Can't see it, it's around the corner. This is a pretty little river waterfront. You can either walk along the promenade at street level or drop down and walk along through the grass, even with the stepping stone bridge. Kind of cool. I'm going to go down here to that bridge, hang a right, work my way back up to the hostel, to the albergue. You know, kind of a pretty bridge, a la the bridge in Prague, with notable heroic figures on, although these are so new they look like they're probably made out of plaster, maybe cement. Another view of Plaza Major and the cathedral. Again, I'm back down near the river, I'm going to work my way towards the street that comes down to the river from the cathedral. Here's some of the new statuary. A beautiful walkway alongside this river, and it's so well developed down there in a natural way. It just amazes me when you see cities who don't develop it the same way. Of course, many of those cities were Eastern Europe, living under totalitarian states. Another church, or at least an entryway, excuse me. Whether there was a wall here or not, I don't know. If this is one of the gates to it. It was interesting, on an earlier statue I saw one of the swords broken off. Whether it was intentional or not, I don't know. I think maybe yesterday I'll be able to, tomorrow I'll be able to go inside. Looks like it has so much detail on there. But I'm guessing it's just modeled cement. I'm always intrigued by the amount of money and energy it took to build these monuments to the power of the Catholic Church over the people. It seems amazing in its intricacy of design and detail, and also the mix of structures like that structure there with the flying buttresses. Normally designed, the buttresses are used to give strength when you're going to be using huge windows of stained glass to provide support for that wall. And you can take this little bus which makes a circuit around the cathedral, along the El Camino, back along the river, and back up to here. Many times along the El Camino are what's called the Menu de Peregrino, or Peregrino menu, and it usually consists of two things. The first course, which has 4 or 5 selections, I chose mixed salad, and the second course, which has again 4 or 5 selections, and I've chosen the spaghetti bolognese. This is just a tile work and a bar in Burgos, but it may foreshadow what we'll see in Portugal, where the making of tiles was considered to be equal to gold gilt work. And here, still another. You wonder if these are knockoffs or whether it's a one of a kind. Notice this, how appropriate that would be in a Western American context.